Welcome to November. I don't know what happened to 2023. This is Grandmother Jonette with our November Consciousness Update. Now, normally in November, I'm talking about Thanksgiving and abundance and sharing and family. But this November, I've taken a different topic, and it's the domination, the time of domination right now. So I'm calling it domination in the foreground. So what we're seeing is this two wars, increasing polarity, inequality. This month is about power struggles. My guide Mark right now is working with purification. He's working with the 12th dimension about transcendence, and purification is his theme. And he talks about this higher light here, this emerging high frequencies that we've all been calling for. And when this sunlight comes, it melts the ice sculptures and the ice castles that we've been building and we've used for so long. And so there's a lot that's falling apart. And what purification means is, first of all, using this high frequency to release, to clean away, to clear, to see, and then to clean and clear away. So we're seeing a lot more darkness. And I'm kind of reminded like a wash machine, wash and rinse cycle. You put the dirty clothes in, you add the detergent. And what the detergent does is separate the dirt from the fabric, from the fibers. And then, so you can see the dirt if you were looking in your wash machine. And then you have a rinse cycle, and then you repeat that. And we're kind of in a wash, rinse, and repeat cycle right now. And what we're seeing is a lot of embedded dirt that we've lived with that we haven't seen before. So this month is, yes, it's about Thanksgiving. You know, I wish the whole world would have Thanksgiving, but it's really about releasing, going deep inside and purifying what doesn't work anymore without judgment, letting it go. You know, the old adage is we can't heal what we can't see. And I also noticed that the dark, what's been holding on, fights dirtier the more the light comes. So it sometimes feels like we're in a battle between light and dark, and we're not. We are holding light, seeing dark emerge, so we can make different choices. So purification means upheaval. We have signed on to a period of upheaval. It's going to be many months, but we came to be warriors of change, warriors of light. And warriors don't hide when the battle starts. And again, I'm using war terminology. It's not a battle, it's a clearing, it's an uplifting. And that's really what's happening. So Mark calls it a purification time. The astrologers call this Scorpio season. And it's following upon the two eclipses in October. So eclipses show us shadows. Scorpio goes deep into what's been hidden. So you may feel overwhelmed. You may feel out of control, disoriented. This world is crazy. What's happening? That things are unmanageable, that you're confused, you're indecisive. So, of course, what do we want to do? We want to plan harder, think harder. We want to, not that we want to, but we stay up all night, hatching plans, trying to figure out what we should say in this situation, what we should do. Our mind takes control, and it's not the right controller. We try to figure out everything. And our opportunity now is to release that and really move into a state of seeing beyond you, beyond your struggles, beyond the black and white struggles that seem to be happening outside, and find spirit again, find you again. But before I get a little bit more into the opportunities, I want to thank Morgan McKenna, who's here with me now. She is the Morgan of Origins Astrology, astrologer.com. And she's the one who posts on my websites, because I'm not an astrologer, and she's spending time with me now in Sedona. But I want to look a little bit more about this, I'm calling it this domination that's showing its face, and this domination, victim, anger cycle that we're seeing playing out maybe in our friendships, maybe in our work situations, and for sure in our world. Domination, victim, anger. So my question for you is, who uses domination and control the most, and abuse the most? It's ones who are powerless. So powerlessness leads to this need to dominate, to control, to abuse. We're seeing it play out in the Middle East. Israel's been victims, Palestine is victims. So it seems like the only way out is this anger cycle. And we know anger has never cured a wound, and it comes from woundedness. We see it in these mass shootings in the United States, and now other places in the world. So when this anger shows up in war, in violence, we usually think, and certainly the angry person thinks, that the anger is about how I was wronged. It's about them, they, the others. And if we pause for a minute, we see that the anger that's showing up in our world shows the dysfunction in the one who is angry. So we don't get to be a victim in this new world of light, because that just keeps this process going. This is the opportunity, when there's so much control and domination, to really go inside and see, where you've let yourself be a victim, where you've let yourself be angry and make the other wrong. So our world is showing us where to heal. And I'm going to kind of go into a couple examples, just personal examples of why this is showing up now. It's so we can heal it and make new decisions. So yesterday, I spoke to a longtime friend who's been with her husband for 45 years. They were childhood sweethearts. And a few weeks ago, he slapped her on the face. He had never touched her in 45 years. And if they were at home, she wouldn't have reported it, because it wasn't a shove, it wasn't a closed-handed punch, it was a slap on the face. But they were out in public in another state, and a plain-clothed policeman saw it. In a second, he took the man down, handcuffed him for violence, and carted him off to jail. And it was, I think, a Saturday. So he had to stay in jail till Monday afternoon, till the judge could let him out. And that anger, that violence that showed up, that domination, was something that he needed to know, because he's changing his behavior. He's quietly doing less drinking. He hasn't talked to his wife about this because it's still too raw, and she hasn't brought it up, but she's noticing his behavior is changing. So that violence sparked so he could make some healing decisions about himself. And I'm thinking about my own marriage of 20 years that ended in the beginning of 2013. right? 2012 was this massive influx of light and energy, and everything got infused. And I had been thinking of leaving my husband for years, but I was waiting for a sign. And it was right after December 21st, 2012, early in 2013. And my husband woke up in the middle of the night and he went ballistic about something small in the household. And so I jump out of bed and I try to calm him down. And I hear my voice. I got the sign and it said, I can't take another 20 years of this. So that darkness, that domination, that abuse, that violence came so I could make another life decision. So instead of making it all wrong, go inside and say, what do I need to do? So our opportunities this month, and not just this month, moving forward, are really not to get caught up in the dichotomies and the right and wrong of these power struggles, and see the wounds on all sides of every struggle. Ask yourself and look at where you've lost your power, where it's just siphoned off and you haven't even noticed. Make new choices. And sometimes you may be making some big changes in the next few months. Remember who you are, be your authentic self, get support now. And then on the other side of that, notice where you're playing power games, where you're letting your head control everything, where you're trying to be right and exert your control. So this is really a time, all of this, not just this month, but this whole period of light coming into the planet as we give birth to a new age, is about finding a higher flow, asking, what does spirit want? And spirit doesn't come in the middle of busyness. It doesn't come in the middle of you making your strategic plans. It comes when you meditate, when you take a bath, when you take some quiet time. So leave some time where you're surrendering all the things about you and you're asking for spirit, for inspiration to guide you, to guide our world. So the opportunity is to trust, be open, listen. And yes, it is November, the month of Thanksgiving. Be grateful and step out of the domination, victim, anger cycle so we can help the world move out of it too. So I've got just a few things to support you. Obviously, I'm doing my personal readings. I've just opened up lots of dates in November. So if you go to our website, look under sessions, you can schedule something. But a caveat are I think bots have invaded our website, so they're taking all the bandwidth. We have our international team of techno wizards. I think they're in Nepal or Thailand or somewhere, and they're trying to get it situated. So our website is a little slow. So try again if you need to. So sign up for personal readings. The other thing is Mark's class now on purification is the most powerful spiritual work I have ever experienced in my lifetime. And it has to be, because we keep getting stronger and higher and bigger. So if you've never done Mark, jump in. The stair steps are solid. You can jump in. You don't have to start 20 years ago or at classes 3 times ago. Start now in the Mark classes, Purification. We're working with an overall class called Transcendence, Uncharted Realms. The other thing that's coming up is I always have a monthly meditation November's monthly meditation it's a subscription, is what does Spirit want? So we guide you through that. I've got lots of other meditations on my website. And the other things that are coming up is my master's class, my master's mentoring class begins in March, and I only take 12 people. And you can find that on my website, and there's a VIP sign-up list. And when we get the program ready, we will send you everything about it. And the other thing that's coming up in June, but June comes quickly, is a spiritual tour to the Big Island of Hawaii, where we'll work with the energy of fire. And I'm told that it's not that we are activating the energies there. So many times we go and we activate the ley lines or the energy places. This time we're getting activated with the energy of fire and new creation. So you all, you're in the right place. You signed up for the right life. You've done everything you could do, and really focus on you. And we are giving birth to a new light. So thank you for your dedication to your spiritual growth. Thanks so much.